recording?
We're recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're live. For 2 days in a row. Did we do live yesterday, or did I just?
I didn't run fast enough, did I?
Yeah. So if you watched T-Bucket TV yesterday's upload, old past Eddie was working on the top. We showed tops. I went and showed him some of the finished ones, and you were working on this one, putting that header piece in there. Looks like you've got it about close. So now you're putting the wood inside.
Yeah, the wood inside. And,
So you really need to staple and glue. Staple and glue. What else do you do?
well, what I do is take these and put them in here. Then I take a cardboard, or my panel board, and make a panel inside of here.
Oh, okay.
And this is, you get those fender well retainers, those black ones, you know, the Christmas tree looking ones.
Uh-huh.
And then you can drill holes in this and just push them in there, and that way you don't see any screws.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll tell you. Here's the panel board that he's talking about. Grab a piece of this. So then
See
the
the
poster
end?
attaches to it. Get that pin in it.
Uh-huh.
That's a better explanation than mine.
Okay.
But then you can just keep the big rough piece, and you'll cut this and trim it to the size
Uh-huh.
that you'll need. Get it out of your polybond. Keep it
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
gonna keep that my polybond.
So then you'll glue the top piece on. You'll glue the top.
Yeah, just the whole
Upholstery.
headliner itself inside of here. And see, I also make a panel board cover for back here and cut out for the window and cover it, and then glue it off inside of there.
Okay, so that'd be more like a big deal like this one here. So you can kind of see the back of this. It's kind of got the pieces around it, upholstery on it. We need to put these back in Brad's car.
But what I do, I make my panels go in here and make sure they all fit.
Uh-huh.
And then when I drill the holes for these retainers, see, I put it in there and make it fit, and then I drill through it and this wood, and then that way they all line up. And then you cover your piece and then put it in there with these, and it's there.
So what you're mixing up here, product I call it Polybond.
Polybond,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's even a brand anymore. But
I don't either.
It's a polyester kind of thing. You use activator just like you would with the
Yeah.
fiberglass. It's a methyl ethyl ketone peroxide. Peroxide
Yeah.
is the volatile component that makes it all work.
Right, but
So you got some spacers lifting it up. And you got quite a bit of work time with this. This is depending on the weather, but if you were doing this with Bondo or something like that, man, you'd be lucky to get it all in there and get it on there in time.
yeah, but this, once you get it on here, it's best just let it sit overnight, because it takes a while. But once it's there, it is
It is there.
there.
And it's a little bit flexible too, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's not a real brittle material.
Yeah.
Plus you can sand it, but it's not to be used in place of Bondo.
No,
It's more of a bonding material. I think it came
yeah,
out of the marine
I think it's
industry.
more, yeah.
So I'm going to talk to Josh. We may, man, with shipping and everything else and all the rules, bureaucracy, for us to take some of that. We buy it in pails, so we get it in a pretty big quantity. But we could take and send just enough for a top with it. I bet we could pack it and it'd be all right.
I bet so.
Just don't tell anybody.
Yes.
You deal with the bureaucracy, though. It's
We
not
didn't
better
tell
to
so.
ask forgiveness than it is permission. There is no forgiveness.
Yeah, nobody heard that.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
So there it is. It's
and
looking-
anyway, for what else I do, once I get it off down in there, to make sure it stays, I've got all these clamps here.
Kind of like you've done this before. You're all prepared.
Time or two, yeah.
Amazingly, Harbor Freight or a place like that, you can get this kind of stuff pretty cheap now.
Yes.
I mean, you could get a whole set of clamps for probably, man, get them on a deal,
Uh-huh.
20, 30 bucks.
Yeah,
Leave
somewhere
it
in
out.
there. And try to keep this smooth where well, of course you can sand it later once it dries. But where your panel board will stay flat on it.
So when you get the fiberglass top from us, what you're getting is you're getting the fiberglass top, and we do include this header panel, which is not installed, but installed pretty much the same way with Polybond.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to talk to Josh and tell him that you might want to not include the poly bond, but offer poly bond.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of that add-on thing. Can I supersize you? We supersize you with some poly bond here.
Right.
So we're clamping this one on. And then if you want to see a little bit more about the upholsteries and things like that, then you go back to yesterday's video.
Yeah. An earlier edition.
So I'm gonna do an advertisement for tomorrow, tonight. Tonight's Tuesday.
Yep.
You know what happens on Tuesday night? 6 o'clock Central Time?
No.
Yeah, no, you were gonna be there, only the weather's too nasty.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Fast Eddie's gonna be our guest one night. He's gonna bring one of his rat rods over here. Is it ready for sale yet?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have, we do the garage sale on the Hot Rod Highway. And we set it up, we'll do that 6 o'clock Central Time. It'll be live. And tonight we're gonna talk about carburation versus injection. I've got some LS stuff that we can offer, some pretty cool stuff. And Herschel will be up there.
Right now the rat rod's iced in the backyard.
So maybe next week. You got a price in mind for it yet?
Oh, not really.
Like I expected that answer. And then even when you're standing there showing it, you probably won't have an answer. But we're gonna show it as pretty. So it's an old truck
I
again.
will. I'd probably take 8,500 for it.
Okay. Is it a truck again?
It's truck, yeah.
S10.
Nope.
What's your?
This is a 40 frame with Mustang 2 front end,
Okay.
Mustang rear end, 4-wheel disc brakes, rack and pinion steering,
Oh, cool. What motor you got in there?
454.
Oh, you got my big block that you were
Yeah.
supposed to give to me. I even offered to give you money, and you said no.
And that's what I had in mind. You know, little truck, big motor.
So your
Never
rat
get
rods
you
are
in
always
trouble.
cool. You got some nice cars too, but I may save Brad's car for when you bring yours. We'll have
Okay.
both of them up there. You can talk about
Okay.
high end and low end.
Well, yeah,
Lowbrow.
well, yeah, and both of them's a hot rod. It just depends on how far you want to go. You know?
All right, so this is how we do the top. And check us out tonight, 6 o'clock Central Time at the Hot Rod Garage. That's it for now.